Good morning and welcome to the new channel. So I kind of mentioned this on my main channel that I would maybe start a new channel for workout stuff. And I know most people on my main channel, that's not what they're there for. They didn't come to watch me work out or listen to me talk about working out or anything like that. So just gonna start a new channel. So a lot of you here won't even know who I am. My name's Ryan. I'm in Waukesha, Wisconsin, Menominee Falls, Wisconsin. And I put up this building. I'm a construction contractor. We do concrete work, primarily residential. I have a good group of guys, and over the past couple of years here, I was able to put up this building, and I built a shop. Obviously it's next door to this, which you'll see eventually, and I have a lounge over here, and then I built the gym in this portion here. So this was always a dream of mine, having my own gym, and I got the equipment in on August 15th. So I got some real nice Arsenal equipment. We went to Tennessee, me and one of my guys last winter, picked everything out, had it delivered. The August 13th, I have a calendar right behind me on the wall. August 13th is when I started, and what I've been doing is I've been writing down every single day. There's August, September, October, and November's on the wall by the scale. So every morning I come in, every morning that I work out, I come in, I weigh myself, I write my name on the board, and then what I weighed. That way I'm able to kind of track where I'm at, if I'm losing, how I'm doing. So up here, my starting weight was 312 pounds, and I have an embarrassing picture of myself on a job site I'll show right here. And that was motivation right there. So I don't really look like that anymore. I'm down about 32 pounds. I cracked 280 Friday. Today's Monday. So last Friday I cracked 280. I got 279.2. 280. I'm a little heavier right now, probably 280. I don't know, I'm gonna weigh myself in a minute here because I ate too much over the weekend. So I kind of ate what I wanted because, and that's one of the reasons why I'm starting this video today, is I'm starting a fast today. So I've been watching and reading a lot about fasting from some pretty smart people, doctors and so forth, and just a lot of good things can come out of fasting. So today is the first day of the fast. My last meal was 9 o'clock last night. So I'm gonna do a 3-day fast, and I'm gonna continue to work out. I'm just really curious to see what it does to my body weight and what it does to the performance in the gym. And supposedly, you know, it kind of helps with your metabolism, kind of reset it. And I got stuck. Just haven't really been losing weight and not getting any stronger, but that's kind of to be expected. So my main goal in the gym is not to get bigger, it's actually to get smaller, but maintain my muscle. So I have way too much body fat. Still, I still have a lot of ways to go. Even though I've made a lot of progress, I have a long way to go. So that's really my main goal, is to lift heavy, maintain the muscle that I have while getting rid of body fat. So I'll show you the gym here. And I know if you're from the main channel, you've seen this stuff before, but I don't really talk much about it on my main channel. Like I said, people just aren't really that interested in it, I don't think. But I'm gonna kind of use this as my own personal journal. So I can kind of keep track of how things are going in video form. So I have the calendar on the wall, but it'd be cool to see in video form as well. So over on the wall here, I have hammer strength dumbbells, full set up to 100. I would like to get some heavier dumbbells, maybe up to like 125 or so. I think I could do some things with a little bit heavier dumbbells, but even up to 100 is good enough for now. So back hyperextension, I've always liked this. You get a really nice stretch on your lower back. I do have a bad back, so I have to be really careful when I'm doing legs, especially squats and so forth. I could talk about that at another time. So just a utility bench, really for dumbbell shoulder presses, adjustable incline bench. So use this primarily for incline dumbbell work, and then obviously a decline, which you could do use it for sit-ups and then decline dumbbells, which are, it's tough to get the dumbbells into position. That's why I don't do too many of those. So over here we have a functional trainer. So this is the free motion, this is the dual stack, and this thing is awesome. I use this all the time for all kinds of stuff. Super smooth, and it's so adjustable. You can do almost anything on it. Machine here, chest press, obviously a incline barbell press here, which I do a lot of. I'm going to do that right now actually. And then another machine. This one is converging, so that means it comes together at the top of your range. Very good machine. I picked out all my favorites when I went to Arsenal. So this is a chest supported row. It's called the Humbler because you can hardly put any weight on that thing and pull it. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. So that's the one. Actually, there's two machines that I might trade off for different machines. That would be one of them. Another one I'll talk about in a second. Here, this is a Viking press. Nice machine here. So overhead press work, shoulder work, and then obviously your fly machine. You can work your rear delts as well. So a couple pieces or a few pieces of cardio equipment. Have a recumbent bike, and then the Stairmaster. So this is the what do you call this one? The Gauntlet 12, I think it is. Real nice Stairmaster. I picked this one out because I have big feet, and it has big treads. So there's plenty of room, you know, as you're stepping for your whole foot. And then a rowing machine. Have a leg press, which I like. A lot of people just rip the leg press, but I like the leg press because it supports your back. And as I mentioned earlier, I have a bad back, so I can load this up real heavy and I don't have to worry about blowing out my back. So that's why I really like the leg press. Obviously I have a squat rack. I'm always very careful on the squat rack because, like I said, my back it always feels like it's right on the edge of going out. So got a Mars bar, a little bit more comfortable. Obviously we have a regular barbell there too. You can do whichever, but I tend to use that and I go real light. Really, I go up to like 225, 235, and then I just have to stop. I just can't take the risk. And then this is called a power squat machine. This one I really like. It puts you in a very athletic position when you're facing that direction, and it just feels good. It doesn't hurt my back. When I face outwards and do more of like a hack squat, that does hurt my back. So I'll do more facing forward than I will backward. So then I have here, this isn't my favorite either. It's a leg curl, and you can do leg extensions. It does both, but it doesn't do either one great, but it works. And then over here, have all, you know, your cable machine pull downs and your rows and so forth. So that's pretty much the gym. I'm gonna weigh myself, see where I'm at, and you know, get this fast started. This morning I stop at the gas station every morning, bought my coffee black. I'm not even gonna have cream. So basically what I'm gonna do for the fast is I'm gonna take AG1, and AG1's like a big multivitamin in a powder form. You mix it up and you drink it. It's packed with vitamins. I'm not gonna stop taking that. So I'm gonna take my AG1, obviously water, black coffee, and then I'm also gonna take Element. You guys have heard about Element in my other videos because they sponsor that channel, but they don't sponsor this channel. They have nothing to do with it. But Element has a lot of electrolytes. So this morning I skipped breakfast, but I don't really eat much for breakfast anyway, so not really a big deal there. I'm gonna be feeling it by lunch and by dinner, and then after dinner, you know, that time after dinner until you go to bed where you're always hungry anyway, that's gonna kill me tonight. So, but I'll keep you guys updated, you know, later in the day. But right now I'm just gonna do a few exercises, show you what I do, kind of give you my thoughts as I work out here. And there's so much information out there. There's so many fitness channels. There's so many, you know, experts and so forth. I'll never claim to be an expert. I'm not going to try to teach you, you know, the proper this or proper that necessarily. Maybe some real basics, but I'm not going to get into detail because I'm not an expert. So I've been working out for, well, on and off That's kind of the key. I've been working out on and off for years, but there's been a lot of off time, as you can tell. So, but we've been on now for, well, like I said, since the middle of August, we've been working out. So I'll kind of give you my thoughts and, you know, how I go about things and just the thought process when it comes to like reps and sets and all that kind of stuff, and going heavy, going light, and just what I think about, you know, my little perspective. So I'm gonna go ahead and get weight in here, and then I'm gonna start working out. Oh my goodness. 285.4. That's crazy. I was 280.6 on Saturday, and today is Monday, the 1st. So I gotta switch months here, and yikes. Okay, I always start out with some jump rope, either that or I'll jump on the Stairmaster, but mostly I'll just jump rope to kind of warm up. I used to kickbox for like 6 years, so I used to jump rope back then as well, just to get the juices. Nice. See how much of a professional I am jump roping? Just to get the juices flowing. So what I'll do is I'll do 100 to 120 of these, and then I'm going to do a dumbbell or a barbell press incline, and in between each set of jump rope, I'll work my weight up and kind of warm up. Go back and forth between the two. So by the time I'm done jump roping, I'm already up to my working weight with the incline barbell press. All right. Start off with just a bar, and then move to 135, and then 185, and then 225. And then that's it. I'll go back and forth, and I'll jump rope again, move up to 135, jump rope, move up to 185, take a little bit of a rest, and then I'll go into 225, and I'll do my sets with 225, my working sets, 3 sets, generally between 6 to 8. The first one I generally can always get 8. Second one drops off a little bit. Second and third sets drop off a little bit, but I go until I can't go anymore every single set. So that's one of the things that I've learned, is that I try to go to failure every set on most exercises. You know, if you're doing some like face pulls or some, you know, accessory exercise, I'm not going to failure, obviously, but I'm still working hard. But the bigger movements, all the presses and all your, you know, your leg presses, everything to failure. So I didn't used to do that, but I do it now. Even the first set I go to failure. That's one of the things that I never used to do. I always used to kind of like save my energy for set number 1 and set number 2, so I would have enough juice to get through set number 3. I don't do that anymore. I go all the way to failure through all the sets. All right, I got all my warm-up sets done on the 225. To be honest, 185 was feeling pretty heavy. So I don't know how many I'm gonna get, but basically my philosophy is if you're somewhere in between 5 and 12 reps, if you can't get at least 5, you need to lighten the weight. And if you can get more than 12, you should probably add weight, which is not gonna be the scenario here. But I know I'll at least get 5. So whatever it is, everything to failure. You gotta make sure that your last rep, there's no way you could get another rep if you tried. So even better if you have a spotter, but I rarely have a spotter. So this gym is opened up to all my employees and my family. I actually give my employees a bonus for coming here. If they come here 3 times a week, they get $300 per month bonus, but nobody's really been showing up. So fun fact, we had strongman, 4-time world's strongest man, Brian Shaw, in the gym just about a month ago, maybe a little bit longer than that. But that was a really cool experience. So that video's on my other channel. But he was actually a genuinely very nice guy. He was really good with Daniel, my son, who's turning 10, and my little daughter, Grace. He was just very kind with all the guys, and he was a great guy to hang out with. So I wish I had half of his strength, So I'm not naturally a really strong person. I never have really been. I'm very average. There's some people I just admire. You know, I watch videos and stuff, and guys are incline pressing 405 pounds for reps. That is absolutely insane. I'm over here struggling for my life with 225 pounds, and I'm a pretty big guy, you know. So I'm all natural. I don't take any TRT, none of that kind of stuff. That's one of the things you got to watch out for. Social media and the majority of very, very strong people that you see, very muscular people, they're all enhanced. So they're all taking chemical compounds to make themselves bigger and stronger. But honestly, all that stuff is very dangerous. It's very unhealthy. The really, really big bodybuilders that you see, they're very unhealthy people, generally speaking, because of all the chemicals that they've introduced to their body. Even though, you know, on the outside, they look great, all those chemicals really eat away at all your organs, enlarge your heart. You hear about bodybuilders very young, falling over, dropping dead. So that stuff's not for me. So you got to be careful. You don't start comparing yourself to other people at all. You just can't do it. You got to be the best version of yourself. You got to get as strong as you can, and you got to work very hard. That's really the bottom line, is you work as hard as you can, and you get as good as you can and as strong as you can. That's it. That's all you can do. You just got to be dedicated, and you got to be consistent. That's all it is. So don't compare yourself, because that can be very, very depressing. Because I can tell you right now, I don't care how strong you are, you're going to probably feel like a weakling if you start watching some of the social media stuff where guys are just, not only are these guys naturally incredibly strong, but then on top of that, a lot of them are enhanced. So they're like, it's very unrealistic to think that you could ever get to where they're at naturally. So just do what you can do. So I'm over here fighting for my life, like I said, with 225. But that's okay. You know, I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. One more. So that was a very good last rep. I got 9 reps. I got 8, and I knew that 9 was going to be very difficult, and it was right on the edge. But I went for it, and I was struggling, and I got the 9th rep. That's kind of what you want. I would have never done that in the past, because, you know, that burns you off for the next set. And it's going to take a few reps off the next set. But that's okay. It doesn't matter to me. The next set, I'll go until the last rep looks just like that one. And if that's 5, fine. If that's 6, great. Just filled up my water bottle and throw in a packet of Element. I do this every single time I work out. I'll drink at least one of these with some Element, just to kind of replenish the electrolytes. You're sweating out. And Element has nothing to do with these videos, just so you know. People think because somebody sponsors you that, you know, you're going to put them in everything, and everything you say about them is because they're paying you. It's not always the case. I love Element. It's super good. So Brian Shaw was in here, like I said, 5-6 weeks ago or whatever it was, and he drinks Element every single day too, and he doesn't get paid for it. All right, it's been a couple minutes. I'm gonna go hit my second set. Six. And that's a good last rep. Struggle for my life. All right, last set. Like I said, it doesn't matter how many you get. Just do them until you can't do them anymore. That is the most important thing. Obviously, if you can only get like one, that's just too heavy. I'm quite sure if I would have tried 6, I would have got stuck. And when you get stuck on the incline, you kind of got to bring it down to this area, and you kind of got to throw it down. And if you're not positioned just right, it can hurt. Trust me, I've done it before. Actually, I've done it a lot before. So that was good enough. I'm gonna do dumbbell, and then I'll do this one, the converging chest press. So these 3 are the core exercises for what I'm doing this morning. And then I'll pick out like 2 accessory movements. For the chest, I'll do cable flies on that, the free motion, and then I'll do some seated flies on that there, and that's the whole workout. So that's pretty much what I do with everything, whether I do legs, shoulders, chest, arms, it doesn't matter. 3 core exercises, 2 accessory movements, and that's about it. So with arms, there's not really accessory movements. You know, when you're doing curling and triceps, there's just like, you know, I'll just pick out 4 or 5 movements and that's it. There's not really accessories for when you do your arms for the most part. So, all right, I'm gonna get to it. Dumbbells. And if you're wondering, yes, I put the weights back in my own gym. Not that I have to, what I do. I saw, it was Mike Israetel. Some of you guys know who that is. And he was doing a podcast. And you know, there's just, I have my own gym now, but you know, I always used to go to regular, you know, public gym. And he was talking to somebody, and he was like, you know, when I work out on the equipment, now I respect him, he's a smart guy. I've taken a lot of his advice, I listened to him. But one thing he said that I don't respect is, he said when he gets up from equipment, he's been sweating, he sweats all over the equipment. He says, I just get up and I leave it, I don't care. So, you know, when you get up, especially if you're wearing like a tank top like those guys do, this will just be drenched in sweat. So he said, I just get up and leave it. He said, if you don't like it, he said, when you wipe it off when you go up to use it next. I was like, what? Who thinks like that, dude? Is the guy just out of touch? I mean, it's just common courtesy. You spray your equipment and you wipe it down in a public gym. It's like, oh, if somebody else wants to use it, they can wipe my sweat off. That's disgusting, dude. That's a weird perspective. So always put your weights away, always wipe your equipment down. Common courtesy in a gym. Now, typically, if I start with dumbbells, I'll do the hundreds. You know, I'll do my sets with the hundreds. I'm plenty strong to do that. I can get my full sets in. But since I just, you know, fatigued my muscles on the barbell press, I'm gonna grab the 90s. So you saw that 10th rep, it looked just like the 9th rep with a barbell. Struggling for my life. Again, it's all that matters. I could grab the 60s, you know, which are light. And as long as I did enough and got completely fatigued to where the last one looked just like that, or it's a huge struggle to get up, I think you're accomplishing the same thing. Whether you do 5, 10, 15, or 20. So ideally, you know, try to stay in the 5 to 12 range. But the 90s were perfect right there. 10 full reps, struggling on the last one. All right, 8 reps on that one. Getting fatigued. Everything's dropping. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing work pants, it's because this is my shop. This is where we start work. I don't have a shower in here. I'm not running home to take a shower. I work out, and then if I plan on getting really sweaty, I'll bring extra t-shirt just so I'm somewhat dry, and I'll go to work. Some of you might think that's gross. I really don't care. We do concrete work. We sweat all day, especially in the summer. So it makes no difference to me whatsoever. As soon as I'm done sweating here, I start sweating out there. If I had an office job, white collar job, obviously that's completely different. So you can think it's gross if you want. I really don't care. I really don't care. And I think that's one of the biggest problems, or biggest reasons why a lot of people don't go to the gym, you know, to a public commercial gym, is because they don't want to look weird, they don't want to look weak, and they're afraid of what other people are going to think. So what you see me doing here, 225, 90s, a lot of people are going to think I'm weak. And I'm putting this out on YouTube, on the internet. A lot of people see this, and I just don't care. Like I said earlier, you got to be the best that you can be. Be consistent, work really hard, and see how far that will take you. It'll take you a lot farther than you can imagine, for sure. So just get to the gym. I don't care if you can only press the bar. You just got to put that out of your mind. You know, what are other people thinking about me? What are other people going to say about me? Man, who cares? Like, who cares? When I first went public on the internet, my channel got bigger. You know, there was a lot of negativity, and there still is. It's just something that you got to get past mentally. It's just something you got to stop caring about. And it's not, unless you're a narcissist, I don't think you can stop it 100%. But for the most part, it's just something you can just avoid thinking about. And that's what I do. So I'm going to get my last set here. I'm going to stick with the 90s. Should be able to get 6, 7, somewhere in there. Then I'm going to move on to my last movement. And then, man, the guys are going to be showing up in 5 minutes. I should have started this a little bit earlier, but I have something that I can tell them to go do that'll keep them busy. We can finish up. All right, I hear the guys next door. We'll go say hi to them, and then I'm gonna get back in here and finish up. I need a few minutes anyway. Get some of my juice back. Why are you acting like you're tired already?
I am. We need a better shovel.
You just started 5 minutes ago.
So what?
5 minutes, Ray? Man, I thought yesterday would have got you in shape and ready. Where's Carlito?
Heavy gear I have on. That's just what it is.
Where's Carlitos?
I told him to start. He's starting the machine.
Oh. I don't really want to use a bucket on here.
I knew you were gonna say that. But I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna use this truck.
Just use that?
What's up? Hey, that truck I sent you, that's the 5-liter supercharged.
Oh.
The 4?
The Black Widow?
The Black Widow, that gray one. 675 horsepower,
We need
lifted.
to buy no shovel, Ryan. We need to buy more shovels.
Nice, man.
You gotta go and pick up
The other
the
one?
snowblower and bring it back here so Taylor can fix it and get the shovels, because we gotta clear all this out.
Yeah, it's gonna snow today too, Ryan. Saw that?
Yeah, I saw it.
2 p.m. to 7 a.m.
to 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
Yeah.
More snow?
2 p.m. to 2 a.m.
2 p.m. today to 2 a.m. tomorrow.
Oh,
My-
Not a lot though, right?
No, probably like an inch or two.
okay. They say 2.
Man, that's supercharged then?
Supercharged. It's 103,000. It's a lot cheaper than a Shelby though.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
50,000 less.
Yeah,
true.
And that truck looks good.
Yeah, that one is nice.
I'd have a hard time choosing between that and a Shelby. That truck is, you want to see it?
Shelby has one like that, but lifted. But the only thing about, I mean, I will go with that one because it's more cheaper too.
$50,000 less.
Yeah.
come on.
You like that one?
I think I knew it was a Black Widow because of that spider.
I bought that for Francisco for his Christmas bonus.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nothing for you, man.
Mine is red one.
I got you an ice scraper and some chocolate.
Damn, dude.
You don't need no machine, he said. He said
Yeah,
you
you
use
do. You got to get to all the gravel part with the machine.
That. Oh, okay.
We're gonna plow the parking lot with this. I don't want to scrape this with the bucket, man. That's too hard, especially with the down pressure on all the joints. Doom, 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 and chips everywhere. Go get the shovels and the snow blower. So then Taylor, when he gets here, he's got something to work
the
on.
truck in the.
Huh?
Is the other truck in there, or you want me to take that?
Oh, I'm glad he doesn't have his
Well-
trailer, man.
Oh, he would have been stuck.
Yeah.
The machine doesn't start. It's dead.
Dead.
The battery's dead?
Should we just take the F-350, right?
Huh?
Should we just take that? No, we.
350?
For what?
You can if you want. To go get the shovel, snowblower.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the snowblower? I don't know if it's gonna
It's
fit
not
on the
gonna fit
back.
in there. We have, maybe have to take
Okay.
that.
Let's take
that
that
one. You're not gonna use it right now, right? Let's just take that one.
No, I'm not done. I gotta work out some more. I'm trying to get buff. Gonna be like Bumstead soon.
That's a 5-liter supercharged.
Yeah,
So that's like.
it's 675 horsepower. All right, that was an introduction to some of my guys, some of my employees. It's not all of them, but it's some of them. It's always interesting. Always interesting over here, that's for sure. That was a pretty long break. That was like 10 minutes, which you never really want to do in the middle of your workout, but you just do what you do, you know? Don't even worry about it, just keep moving. All right, last set on these. At this point, you know, chest and shoulders are feeling fatigued. Don't really even want to do this set. That's kind of when you know you've had enough. So 2 or 3 main movements. A lot of time, most of the time I do 3. Sometimes if you're tired coming into the gym, just do 2 movements, but do them all failure. Maybe do 1 accessory movement or whatever, and that's good enough. If you're feeling fatigued, tired, if you feel like what you're doing, you're not even getting a pump, and you feel like you're wasting your time, it's okay to not do as many. This is the last set. Nope. That's it. I'd say we're gonna move on. We're gonna do some, I'm kind of crunched for time now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna combine the last 2 accessory movements, cable flies, and then the pec deck. So I'll kind of combine them. I'll do 8 over there at the functional trainer, and then I'll jump right to the pec deck, and then do 8 there, and then I'll rest. And I'll do the same thing for like a second set. And I'll do it for a 3rd time, and then this workout's done. So with these flies, basically you can do them 3 different ways. Right now, I'm gonna bring these down, kind of hunched over, and just really flex your chest at the bottom. You can also bring them out in front of you. And what I like to do, I'll show you in another video, but I like to cross them up and get as big a stretch as I can. So I'll do 2 with my right hand over my left, and then I'll do the next 2 with my left hand over my right, and really cross that center line. And then you can also bring them up from the bottom, kind of from down here. I'll show you that in another video as well. But the same thing, you can kind of bring them from the bottom, big flex in the chest, cross them up the same way that I just described. 2 this way, 2 that way. But right now I'm just bringing them down from the top. I don't cross them when I go down. This is the only one I don't cross them because you can't really do that. And this one is not about the weight. Like I said, this is an accessory movement. So what you're concentrating on, or what I concentrate on, I'm not trying to act like an expert. I'm just telling you what's going through my mind. What I concentrate on is 2 things. 1, you flex your chest as much as you can at the bottom. And then number 2, when I'm bringing these together, I pull with the pinkies. I don't know if that makes sense. It will if you do this exercise. But when I'm bringing it down, I'm trying to concentrate on my pinkies and bringing my pinkies together in this direction and not bringing my pointer fingers together this way. I twist it this way and I get a way better flex at the bottom. If you do it once, you'll see what I mean. I think that's about 4 already. It's a big flex. This one, you're not necessarily going to failure. You're going to where it's burning so bad, you just can't take it anymore. One more, because I'm a sissy and it hurts. All right, I'm jumping straight to the pec deck, no rest. And you don't want to do this real heavy. You're not necessarily maxing it out. It's the same thing because these are your accessory movements. You really want to concentrate on flexing your chest as hard as you can. Right there. Hold it. Ooh. And it should hurt at the end. It should burn, it should hurt. You should barely be able to take it anymore. It's not that your muscles have failed and you're just not capable of any more weight. It's that you're not capable of taking any more pain. Also, when you're doing the accessories, I shouldn't say when you, because I'm sounding like I'm trying to be an expert, and I'm not. When I do these accessories, my thought process is because you're not using your full strength potential. You're just trying to pump blood into the muscle and burn it out. I do shorter rests. So, on this one, I don't really keep track. I just, in my mind, I do a shorter rest. I don't even know what it is. It's probably like 1.5 minutes. On the bigger movements, I don't time myself. It's probably about 3 minutes. I'll pace around a little bit. It's probably 3 minutes, a longer rest. And let those muscles kind of recover, let the juice come back so you're strong enough for a second set. And again, this one, it's not about your strength. It's all about just filling your muscles with blood, getting them pumped up as much as you can. So I'm jumping right into set number 2 now. That's bothering my shoulder a little bit. And a weird spot, like right on the top. Almost where your trap comes in your shoulder. I don't know why. It's weird. I could have done more of those, but my shoulder was hurting. 2 more. Okay. Ooh. And that's it. That's it. I felt good. Today, obviously, I'm gonna be fasting now, so tomorrow's gonna be interesting. And then Wednesday is going to be the most interesting to see how I feel. I don't know how I'm going to feel. I don't know if I'm going to be able to like catch my breath, if I'm going to be just exhausted, if I'm going to be just really weak, or if I'm going to feel relatively normal. I really don't know. You hear a lot of people, you know, talk about fasting, the benefits of it, but nobody really videos, not that I've seen, I'm sure they have, themselves going through a fast and like explaining how they feel and like how it affected their weight for the time of the fast, and then I don't know, just to how it affects your strength. I'm interested. I'm just so curious. So we'll see how it goes. I'll update you as the day goes along. Check in a few times. I'm gonna go get to work and help these guys clear all the snow, and then we're gonna get prepared. We're gonna fix a snow blower, get ready for the snow that's coming tonight, and then go on from there. All right, I'll check in later. All right, plowing the parking lot. This is my building. Parking lot, guys are helping. We had a bunch of snow already, first day of winter. It's my guy Taylor, snow blowing the edges. It's like 11 o'clock in the morning, and I'm feeling like I could eat right now. I could definitely eat something right now. Lunchtime is creeping already. It's gonna be really hard the first day, no doubt about it. Second day, probably the same thing, but all right, I'll take you for one more swipe. One more swipe. Plowing snow is pretty fun in the beginning of the winter, but we have a very long winter. We're up here in Wisconsin, so we get snow from now, which is the 1st of December, until a lot of times we'll get snow middle towards the end of April. We've had plenty of snow in May even, so by the time that rolls around, everybody's really sick of it around here. All right, I am leaving the shop. It is a little bit after noon, and I had a friend call me. He's got two places. He's got one here, and he's got a place up north. He's been up north, and he has a huge driveway that he needs plowed. So I'm gonna run over there, and that's gonna kind of keep my mind off of lunch right now, because I'm getting hungry. Not terribly hungry, you know, definitely tolerable. So the real bad hunger hasn't started yet, but a little bit. It's starting to creep up on me. So I'm gonna head over there, take care of that, and then the guys are gonna finish up. I told them to finish at about 2 o'clock because they're likely gonna have to go back out tonight again. They're predicting more snow. All right, I'm just plowing this driveway over here. I'm pretty much done. My last swipe out. I'm just gonna clean this one edge here. But this was pretty easy. Pretty easy. It's a really big driveway. I poured this whole driveway, I don't know, many years ago, and it's still holding up pretty good. Just gonna clean this right edge just a little bit as we go out, but we're in pretty good shape. I don't remember how many yards of concrete we poured here, but it was a lot. All right, that's it for this driveway. So I'm gonna get some coffee. So it's like 1:30 right now, and I'm starting to feel hungry. In the past, I've always used coffee to kind of fill the void. It really does help. That's helped me in the past when I've been dieting, and I'm gonna go get one right now. Okay, it's 3 o'clock. Man, I don't feel super hungry yet. I just had a coffee, which usually works out pretty good. So I'm starting a brand new channel, so which this video is going to be on, and I got my profile picture. Boom. But I don't really know what to name it right now. I thought of Victory Style Fitness. I'm thinking maybe Easy Money Fitness, but that may be taken. I could try it though. I like Easy Money Fitness better than, I don't know. Let me just see if it's available. Let me try Easy Money Fitness. Man, maybe I call it Easy Money Muscle. I think we're going to go with muscle. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, I'm going to name it now. I can change it at any time, especially when it's a new channel. It doesn't really make any difference at all. Drop a comment down below and let me know what you think I should name it. Grace, where did you go? Getting a little cardio in.
Dad, over here.
I'm getting you now?
Yeah.
Well, not.
Dad, come here. Chase me.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'll get you now. We're getting some exercise.
Yeah.
Somebody's birthday.
If I go this way.
Ryan Jr.'s birthday.
No, you're gonna
I got you. I got you. Tricked you. I'm out of breath. I'm out of breath. Is that for Ryan?
This is for Ryan.
24 years old today.
Happy birthday, Ryan.
Happy birthday, Ryan.
He's as old as you were when you had him. I guess that's fine. It almost will.
Oh, you're trapped now.
my turn to get you.
You can't Okay, getting my light cardio in. It's so funny.
Got you.
Okay, it's dinner time. It's getting hard now. So my mom brought this stuff, right? Look at this. Look at that. Fresh chicken in there. That's not even the biggest problem. This is the biggest problem right here. This is my favorite, probably my favorite, one of my favorite desserts. Cheesecake is my favorite. What is this called? Pumpkin bread?
Harvest loaf.
Harvest loaf. It's like pumpkin bread, right? Chocolate chips.
Can I have my
Yeah.
Something like that. Just
Don't think about it.
Just don't think about it.
Well, coming in the kitchen right now is, yeah.
Oh, what am I supposed to do?
Go in your office.
I was in my office. I'm bored of my
Stay
office.
down there and I'll tell you when this is all cleaned up and we're done. Sorry.
Okay. All right, I'm heading out, going to Walgreens. I'm gonna get my son a birthday card, and I'm gonna go back to the gym and just do some super light cardio. I got to do something right now. I can't sit at my desk. I just can't be here around the smell of food and not really doing anything. I just got to keep my mind off of it. I'm almost 24 hours in, like 3 more hours, and I made it the first 24. Walgreens. I'm going in. It's always interesting trying to pick out cards. It is super hard. So a lot of them, they just don't make any sense. You know, it's worded in a way that you would never speak. It's always difficult for me. I usually go with the best that I can find. All right, found a pretty good card actually, better than I normally find. And I also got some gum. So there's no calories, no sugar, there's no carbs. So I think I'll be all right with gum. Just want something to chew on. All right, 6:20, back at the shop. We got about a half an inch of snow. Maybe not even a half an inch. But heading back into the gym. Probably move this out of my way. Just gonna do some really, really light exercising. Just because I needed to get out of the house. And I'm gonna be able to enjoy that one diet soda that I'm gonna drink every day that I am fasting. So that's gonna be like my treat. So I'm gonna have my treat right now. If you know anything about me at all, you know that I love my Diet Dr. Pepper. So here in the lounge, always stock Diet Dr. Pepper, ready to go at all times. So I'm gonna get on the bike, I guess, for a while. Before I jump on the bike, I thought it'd be interesting to see how my weight's changed just from morning until now. So how many hours has passed by? It's only been about 9.5 hours. And I was 285 point something. I can't remember. I just wrote down 285, but it was either 0.2 or 0.6. But I bet it's changed a lot already. 282.6. So 3 pounds, just like that. So, all right, boom, that's it. Just real, kind of a slow pace. This matrix is pretty cool. They have like different videos, shows you running down trails. It's pretty neat. Kind of keeps your mind off of what you're doing if you're looking at something. All right, I did 32 minutes. All right, it's 7 o'clock. 9 o'clock is the first 24 hours. So I'm gonna go sit down for a little while, maybe like 20 minutes before I go home. All right, made it 24 hours into the fast. So I still feel, this thing is so horrible in low light. GoPros are terrible in low light. So the first day really wasn't too bad. I'm hungry, but the thing is I was kind of dieting before I even started this. I was dieting, and I haven't really been eating any sugar. So whenever, and it's been a long time, but whenever I fasted in the past, I would get a really bad headache, and I feel like I was going through some kind of a sugar withdrawal, and I'm not really getting that right now. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm going to bed in just a little while here. I've been reading a lot about fasting tonight, and tomorrow I am going to hit the gym. I'm going to hit the weights, but I'm going to go pretty light and just get some, blood flowing into the muscles, but I want to be careful that I don't break muscle down. So I've been reading, and I think there's so much conflicting information about fasting, well, just about for anything. But on fasting especially, I would read one thing and then I'd read another. And then I saw a guy posted a video, and he was like, do not fast, it's bad for you. And I was like, I don't know, I don't believe that guy, because there's pretty much a consensus that fasting does have some health benefits, but we'll see. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Threw in a little bit of a kind of a vlogging style, not just a workout. I'll probably continue to do that. Let me know if you liked the video. Make sure, if you do end up here, I'm not saying anything about this channel on my other channel, but if you know me from my other channels, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. I would definitely appreciate that. All right, I'll see you guys in the morning. We'll see how I feel. Adios.